In this video, we will be going over the three options the Blue Jays have at second base: Santiago Espinal, Whit Merrifield, and Cavan Biggio, and looking over what makes them a potential fit to take over the everyday role. Let's start with Santiago Espinal. Espinal arrived at the Blue Jays in late June 2018 in exchange for Steve Pearce and cash considerations. Espinal was not a highly regarded prospect in the Blue Jays system, but when he received the call-up to the majors in 2020, he never looked back. Espinal has nudged himself in the conversation for everyday reps at second base and has helped cover holes for the Blue Jays in multiple positions. Most notably, Espinal played in a career-high 135 games this past season and was rewarded with his first All-Star nod. What makes Espinal an intriguing option is his elite defense. It is no secret the Jays prioritized defense this offseason, and with Espinal posting 1.3 defensive WAR per 162 games, it would be no surprise to see him be the regular guy at second base, if the Jays continue down the defensive run-saved route. On top of his elite defense, Espinal obtains a sneaky good bat, especially against left-handed pitching. In 2020, Espinal had a .301 average, a .375 OBP, and a .451 slugging, for a more than respectable OPS of .826. Espinal's numbers against left-handed pitching, coupled with his elite defense, may give the Jays more than enough reason to start him every game when facing southpaws. Moving on to the second option for the Jays, Whit Merrifield. Merrifield was acquired by the Blue Jays on deadline day this previous season for nickels on the dime, following a tough start to the year. Merrifield brings a much-needed veteran presence to the clubhouse who can play second base, first base, and all three outfield positions. Merrifield's biggest appeal is his offensive upside. Across Merrifield's 7-year career with the Royals, he led the league in doubles, triples, sacrifice flies, stolen bases 3 times, and hits twice. You would only need to go back to 2021 to find Merrifield's most recent productive season. In 2021, Merrifield had 42 doubles, 40 stolen bases, and 12 sacrifice flies. All of these stats led the American League. When Merrifield arrived with the Blue Jays, it took him a little bit of time to get adjusted, but by the end of the season, Merrifield was producing in clutch situations, finishing the year off with a slash line of .417, .431, and .750 across his final 14 games of the season, which was the best 14-game streak of his career. Merrifield's glove is not as impressive as Espinal's, but with the offensive upside Merrifield can bring to the bottom of the lineup, there is massive appeal to see him start regularly at second base. Lastly, the third option for the Jays, Cavan Biggio. Following Biggio's success in 2019 and 2020, most Jays fans were encouraged by what this man can bring to the team. However, ever since his breakout seasons, it has been nothing short of disappointment. When trying to pinpoint a reason as to why Biggio hit such a steep downfall, the decision to move to third base in 2021 could have been a catalyst. This move, coupled with a few injuries the past seasons, has led Biggio to look nothing like himself at the plate. At Biggio's best, he brings slightly above average defense and an upside bat that can produce one of the higher on-base percentages on the team. At Biggio's worst, he's a batter who hovers around the Mendoza line and provides little to no excitement when it comes to offense. Biggio will turn 28 years old in April, and 2023 marks his 5th season in a Jays uniform. If Biggio does not hold an honorable stat line in the first couple months of the season, then the Jays may look for options to move on from the Cavan Biggio project. When comparing the three options side by side, there is no clear winner or loser. Espinal brings elite defense, which is something the Jays have been striving for, but struggles against right-handed pitching, posting a slash line of .256, .304, .342. Looking at option number 2, Whit Merrifield. It is safe to say Merrifield had a down year with the bat until his trade to the Jays, leaving everyone with question marks of whether the stretch we saw from him to finish off the year was a sign of things to come. On the other side of the ball, Merrifield is a wild card defensively at second base. In 2021, Merrifield had 14 defensive runs saved, which is elite, but this past season, Merrifield's defensive runs saved shot down to -4, giving Espinal a slight edge in fielding, but Merrifield's offensive resume is enough to keep him in the conversation. Lastly, option number 3, Cavan Biggio. Biggio has a lot to prove this next season, and it seems safe to say he will be the number 3 in the pecking order. Biggio can be counted on to get the job done in the field and be around average at the plate against right-handed pitching. Other than that, there's only one stat keeping his name in the mix: on-base percentage. If Biggio can produce an on-base percentage around .340 to .350, which is definitely feasible given his track record, then he can act as an extra leadoff man in the 8 to 9 spot for the big guys such as Springer, Vlad, and Bo. That is all for this video. I would love to hear your opinions on what you think the Jays should do in the comments section down below. whether that's option 1 Santiago Espinal, option 2 Whit Merrifield, or option 3 Cavan Biggio, or if you think the Jays will roll with a platoon at second base. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Only a small percentage of people watching are actually subscribed, and it helps me out a lot. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.